let's do it. Show me your Garuda. Let's take down a couple of these birds. Bird up. And let's move on to this hellish place. Let's go. We see you can do a little thought experiment for me. I can give you the bird up sound back, but you have to let me know if the sound of the game is slightly delayed. So let me adjust this. There's a compromise to be made. So obviously you can hear the game now. And bird up.
Bird up. This time.
You know, I do that so often I always forget to change it to the dog. I forget to turn on puppy mode. Hello? Swift recovery. So how's everything sound? And pig, you were so close. It's all one word. Damn you, autocorrect. Good boy. Knight, welcome back. Good to see you again. How are you doing tonight, man? We just got started. I have a feeling there's going to be a boss coming up, so I figure we do a little practice first. All's good my way, man. Hopefully you're having a good one as well. Swift recovery. You know what? That's what this game is missing. It's missing call outs for everything that you do. Imagine that every single thing that pops up on the screen. Swift recovery. Icon punishment. Maybe we could, whenever it comes out on PC, we could get a mod. Counter. Actually, you know what? I'll show you how quick it loads. No, I don't need a picture. Thank you. He is beautiful, though. He is beautiful, though. And loading. Alright, I've got my high potion back. All is well in the world. Check this out. These guys, they're fucked.
I'll take care of that.
Okay. Let's go back to where we were. I forgot it's a separate thing. Gotta go here. To the eye of the tempest, born of the darkness buried deep within a broken Lady Benedicta. The eye of the tempest is an uncontrollable vortex of immense proportion, fed solely by Garuda's raw fury. I like it raw.
Was that?
The dominant. The man who killed my brother.
Are you absolutely certain?
I've seen him every night for the past 13 years. Watched as the flames of his icon took Joshua.
Now!
It?
I'm here, and so's Togo. Don't worry about us. You've been waiting for this. Go!
Sid! Forgive me.
All right, give me just one moment. I'm going to adjust something on my end, and I'll be right back. Just 1 second.
I'll slide into an oven-fresh bun, and I'm ready for your eating fun.
Why don't you try a juicy good hot dog? Mmm, delicious.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Hey, how are you? Sorry that I'm not at home. But when I get the message on my telephone, you'll be the first one on my list.
Crazy Calls, a tape of 7 different songs and funny recordings for answering machines.
I am very sorry that I'm not at home to take your call.
Only $14.95.
When I will get right back to you. Leave your message at the tone.
Give someone the gift of gab for their answering machine.
Calling a friend. What you've actually done is bought a one-way ticket to the answering machine zone.
Nobody's home. Nobody's home. I'm glad you called, but I'm not home. But I'll be back before too long. You gotta
Crazy Calls, a tape of 7 different songs and funny recordings for only $14.95.
wait for the beat. You gotta leave your name. You gotta leave your number.
To order?
Wait for the beat.
Call 1-800-351-5200.
Back when I get.
What's up, Fox? Welcome in, man.
Where did he go?
I'm not here for you, Garuda.
I mean, I am.
You won't stop me, Garuda.
Fox, it's been a lot of fun. Have you tried it or are you looking into it?
She's toying with me.
Fox, I'm not trying to change your mind because that goes against my nature, but I will share with you what really clicked for me. You want to know why I'm enjoying this? I mentioned this in Discord earlier. It's an ease game. Don't tell anybody, it's a secret.
You called me. Why?
Jamward, welcome in. Good to see you. Good morning. Alright, can we all just take a moment to openly admit that Clive must be one badass motherfucker? Yeah, I've still got to play 9. Fox, I haven't touched it yet, but I've got it loaded and waiting.
You're nothing. A monster. And I will not let you stand in my way! Clive!
Time to get serious.
Now, I had a feeling that this is where the narrative was going to go. I'm going to, at the moment, imagine that it's a red herring, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. Chartro, good morning. Welcome in. Yeah, you know, Fox, that's the only thing that concerns me, because I know that I'm in the minority, but I was never a big fan of Wind Waker when it comes to the Zelda series. I never really liked the sailing, and the boat. It was very boring to me. Every other aspect of the game is great, just as great as any other Zelda game, but the boat shit bored the shit out of me. So I'm on the fence about that one. Fang, what's up, man? And once again, that's my personal opinion. If you love Wind Waker, that's great. It's a beautiful game. It's a fun playing game. Just get that boat shit out of here. I mean, if you were looking forward to something that has more boat shit in it, hey, that's ore for you to enjoy. Yeah, all right. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt that. So to elaborate, it would appear that all of the major monster battles seem to have a lot of pre-done CG scenes interspersed with action that you control. So it's kind of like a blend between the two. I understand the hesitation on it, but you have to look at it from this perspective. If you're wanting to take something and make it really epic, there are only so many ways to make it work without implementing some sort of preconceived or pre-done scene in the midst of the battle, whether that be interrupting a fight with cutscenes or making it blend smoothly with it. So, I mean, if it's not your bag, I totally understand, but I think that what they've done here still keeps you engaged while also being visually appealing. And as I've mentioned before in the past, I'm not a Square Enix, super fan. I'm not someone that's going to defend anything and everything, any sort of decision made. But part of the reason why I'm into it, I would love to see whoever's behind these monster battles, and once again, we're really early in the game, but whoever's behind these monster battles, whoever's designing these scenes, they deserve to be directing kaiju films. Could you imagine a Godzilla, Mothra, Gamera, or even like a tokusatsu film, like a new Ultraman, anything like that, with this sort of execution? Because they're very visually appealing and very well constructed from a action standpoint. So I appreciate it. I think there's something there. As AV says. But yeah, no, most of the other battles are pretty much what you would kind of expect from this type of game. Action-oriented, as everyone keeps saying, very DMC-like, while maintaining a little bit of action RPG. As I mentioned in the Discord earlier, it really does make me think about a modern Ys game. So if you like any of the modern Ys games, or if you like DMC, I would say it's sort of a blend in between those two. And then you have these major giant battles that have this sort of look to it. So, I mean, mixed bag in one way. Game Show, what's happening, man? Welcome in. Couldn't I press more square? I don't know if pressing more square would have got me more damage. I mean, I got to tell you, I was pressing the hell out of it, but maybe I need to just go ahead and pull out my favorite vibrator, lay it down on the square button, and see what happens. I'll do that next time. And also game, before you showed up, the first half of the battle was more interactive than the more intense cinematic aspects. There's like a blend between the two. What's up, Cracky?
It is you, isn't it, Clive? Stop this! Now!
Dude, hell yeah, Santa Claus is in this game? That's sick as fuck.
I said stop!
Yeah, I wouldn't put this in the top 3 yet because I haven't beaten it, and I don't know how the story is going to resonate with me. But off of what I've played, I would compare it more to Stranger of Paradise before I would compare it to any mainline Final Fantasy. That's why I think this is a good game, but it is also a very odd, definitive entry in the overall Final Fantasy. But at the same time, I think it's smart that they did it for sales, but I know that this is a very divisive game for obvious reasons.
You're too nice is your problem. Bloody mess, this.
Besides, you get to pet the dog.
The ghost you've been chasing was inside you all along. I'll be damned if I know what that means.
I hate to interrupt the scene, but I want to say real quick. As unfortunate as it is that we're leaning away from turn-based battle, when it comes to the mainstream, people that have more money than just a niche group of gamers, it's endlessly mocked. Like, people hate turn-based stuff. I know that it sucks, but that's just the reality we're living in. And they gotta chase that money, you know? Yeah, AV, I feel like the way Clive operates in this game is how they wanted Noctis to feel in 15. Because 15 had cool ideas, but the execution was lacking.
The king is bold, desperate.
Will you engage him personally, Your Highness?
Of course.
Griego's breath fill your wings.
I would argue that DQ is more about gameplay and Final Fantasy is more about narrative. They both have great stories to tell, but if you had to lay it out between the two, I feel like that's where they drew the line. In relevance to the turn-based thing.
Reform the cohorts. At once.
Your Highness.
Saboteurs.
Their attacks are frequent and widespread, even in the holy capital.
The capital? What of my father? Is he?
Radiance is safe. But he has ordered the city guard strengthened. We can expect no reinforcements.
That is of no matter. The Emperor's safety is paramount. I shall deal with our enemies here. All of them.
I mean, hey, really, there wasn't even supposed to be more than one Final Fantasy, so it is impressive in a way.
I killed Joshua.
Ah, you're awake. You're just full of surprises. First that trick with Garuda, then whatever the hell that other thing was. Didn't know you had it in you.
Do it.
Hey?
Kill me.
It was me. I killed him. I killed Joshua. I killed them all. I'm a monster! And I deserve to die! So end it! End it now! Please! Please! Ah! I reckon I can take you, if that's what you want. But first, I thought I'd give you the benefit of my timeless wisdom. It seems to me, you see, that since you're still breathing, you might as well make yourself useful. Get dressed. Pretty as you are, you're not my type. I'll, see you in the hall.
I think it all boils down to what you're looking for when it comes to an RPG, because you still level up, you still have to craft things and get new equipment, you unlock abilities. And even though you primarily use one character for the game, you do have a party that follows you around. So, I mean, it's more of a modern interpretation of what an RPG is. I think that Square and other companies, especially Square Enix, is relying on all of their other IPs to carry the traditional sense of things, like Octopath, etc. You want turn-based? Here you go, you can play these, you know? There are certain times during the game that side quests will become temporarily unavailable until progress has been made through the main scenario. At such times, quest givers will be indicated with a lock. How dare you lock my quests?
May as well hear what he has to say.
Don't go making me throw you back in there now, eh?
Make it quick. Not saying forwarding, do you?
Ooh, man. Once again, I don't want to be spoiled on anything. I'm not looking up any playthroughs. I'm not looking at anybody's like 411. I'm trying to be spoiler free. And it's very difficult, by the way. I am on Twitter pretty often. So I don't know if getting something rare like a wind shard, if I should hold on to it or if I should get this cool ass looking sword. It's very difficult to make that decision. So I'm going to hold off for a second. I do want it though. I'm going to wait.
That it? Fine.
No, I want to pet my puppy. Purple equals good? Yes. It's very hard to resist. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. You gotta make sure it's a little bit different so we don't get DMCA'd.
Finally crawled out of the crypt, eh? You look like it. Although I thank you for doing us the courtesy of covering up. Don't. Ah, still have a bit of fight left in you? Then listen. I've arranged a meeting with Gav. In case you've forgotten, you're the one he's been putting his nose to work for.
For nothing.
Just listen. While you've been relaxing in your cell, Gav's been busy sniffing out your dominance. And according to his last report, he's picked up the scent. Gav's gone to a fair bit of trouble for you. The least you can do is hear the poor bugger out. He's going to meet us at the King's Fall. Pack your stuff. We'll leave as soon as you're ready.
You know, Moose, it's actually quite funny that you bring that up because it has been so long since that happened. You are correct. Upon 7's release and the subsequent 8 afterwards, people had a bit of an issue with the setting. And then they brought out 9, which was sort of an attempted callback to earlier games and how that setting worked. And then people that already liked 7 and 8 didn't like 9, even though 9's a fantastic game. You had the beginning of what was the offshoots of different types of Final Fantasy fans. That was where it all began, where people started branching off and being like, this is it, this isn't it. And we're at that crossroads again with a major change that's really causing a lot of divisiveness and discourse in the community about what is and isn't, you know? But at the end of the day, even though it's frustrating to come to terms with it sometimes, what is a game, what is part of a franchise, is whatever the franchise holders decide to do with it. And it's up to us whether we're into it or not, you know? Money does speak. And if people decide that they don't like it and it doesn't sell well, then they take time to sit back and reevaluate. But if they decide to move forward with an idea and it gives them financial gain, like Final Fantasy VII did, then you can go ahead and buckle up and get ready for it to continue to alter, you know? What's up, Master Bismuth? Welcome in, man.
Come on. Gav will be waiting for us. Get your stuff together.
Glov, welcome in, buddy. How are you doing tonight? Bismuth, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. You know what I think about that sometimes when I play a brand new game? How at some point it's going to be ancient. People are going to be like, that old chestnut. I remember when that came out. Are you practicing to be a Jedi?
The girl you came with is still sleeping. Don't disturb her, please.
I will take any opportunity to skip around.
Not so long ago, this here was a thriving trade route. Then the blight came. The people left. And just like that, it was deserted. Making it the perfect little shortcut. Gab's waiting for us up ahead. Come on. Still feeling sorry for yourself?
Don't. Please.
Think about it, Clive. The rumors all point to...
It's called eye candy. Rare.
The old fort's been abandoned for years. Our little chat can wait. I need to see what the bastards are up to. You go on ahead and meet up with Gab.
But we both know that...
No buts about it.
Oh, finally. Everything's back to normal. Here we go.
When did you get so big? After it.
Yeah, scritchy scratches, alright.
This is stupid. I'm the dominant of fire. We sent Gav on a wild goose chase. More killing. And for what? It's over. You know what to do, boy. Stay down. Sick of Torgal.
And don't forget they're releasing a non-extra monetized version of Chocobo GP. You can be a Chocobo wearing roller skates. The dream is alive. What was my first Final Fantasy? My first Final Fantasy is still one of my favorites. That would be 4, aka 2, on the SNESticle.
What now? Get him! A little help! My wounds, boy! Torgal! A little help!
All right, he was a little bit tougher. I've never fought one of those as of yet. Super Moose, thank you for the cheddar, the dinero, the coin, my friend. Much appreciated. Dear Down, what's up, man? Yeah, there's a lot of some subtle and some not so subtle references musically throughout the game. Golden Joe, welcome in. Yeah, 10's one of my favorites. 10 and 4 are like top tier Final Fantasy to me. What did I do? I didn't do anything. Welcome to Twitch's new guidelines for how to label your channel. And if you play a mature rated game such as this one, it automatically labels your channel. And let me tell you, it is going real good. That is sarcasm, by the way. Corvus, that sounds like a victory.
Another perfect little shortcut, Sid. Straight to a nest of bloodthirsty beasts.
Look, if you're going to make me label my stream like that, I'm going to earn it, damn it. No, you're right. They can't do anything about the retro category, and that concerns me, to be totally honest with you. I'm worried that something's going to change down the road because they can't really monitor everything that we play and what's in it. So I'm looking forward to that day too. Oh, Fox, don't worry. Shit still gets weird in here. But you know what? What can you do? Everything online continues to get more and more watered down as the days go by. Don't worry. I'll always have a plan. Inevitably, one day I'm just going to be like, yo, what's up, guys? Welcome in. Check it out. The latest drops on Fortnite are happening tonight, and you get to have a front seat to checking it out. All right, get in the lobby. Let's start blasting.
Can't be much further now.
Yeah, exactly. Retro is a all-incomprehensive category. So you could be playing old Mortal Kombat, and then you could play Super Mario Brothers, and then you could play Leisure Suit Larry, and then you could play Strip Fighter 2, and then you could play Street Fighter 3, and then you could, you know, bounce back and forth. There's no way for them to easily categorize your stream that way because it's so many different things. So at some point, Someone's gonna boo-hoo and whine about someone playing something a little risque in the retro category, and we'll all suffer consequences for it.
Come on. Let me through.
Them boys is mean. It's a very detailed spider. Dead or alive, yeah. Very risque. Oh my god, you know what? I can't even joke because people are bothered by that now. I don't know how much twittering you guys do, but somebody posted a clip from One Piece where two of the lead characters are playing volleyball, and they're wearing very skimpy outfits. And the person that posted it was like, "This scene made me very uncomfortable," and a lot of other people too. We're living in a weird time. You know, the other night I mentioned how there's a lot of regressing going on. It's going to get worse. See, AV and Fat Man get it.
What is it, boy?
After him! Don't let him escape! Gav! Who goes there? This one's a deserter! Take his head! Out of my way. You made your choice!
Not this time.
Sick of Torgal!
situation?
You're late. Captain Trouble!
What?
The Imperials are on his tail. We have to get to him before they do.
Understood. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections? I'll take the dragon. You take the dragoon.
Die, you bastard!
Think that hurt me more than it hurt him. Sorry, lad. Don't know how much help I'm gonna be here. All right. One down, one to go.
Not this time.
When could these bastards fly? What goes up must come down. Bloody time waster. Come on, let's finish him off.
Get him! Sick of trouble.
Good boy, Torgal. Got him.
Come on.
Yeah, if Splatterhouse got another chance at a resurgence, I'm sure that it would be an issue again.
Shit! Give me your hand! Help me!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
I've got you.
Who looks the coolest from Final Fantasy? There's a whole lot of options. Obviously, you got to go for Wakka.
There. Clive doesn't have your nose, I said. He'd stumble off a cliff, I said.
Well, that's the trouble with a nose like mine. Can't help sticking it where it's not wanted. But if it wasn't for you two, my sniffing days would be over. Thank you. Truly.
So, what news?
Well, found out where your friend's heading for one thing.
Gav,
Him and his
Oh yeah, well the
brother
80s were a
at
different
your
time. That shit
stomping
wouldn't
ground,
fly today at all.
Rosaria. You should have seen what they did to the Imperials who tried to stop them. There's no question about it. He's a dominant fire, all right.
he can't be.
Clive, I saw you turn into an icon before my very eyes. And yes, there's a good chance it was you who killed the Phoenix. But we weren't alone, were we? There was the fellow you saw enter the whirlwind. I saw him too. You didn't dream it, Clive. He's out there.
But who is he?
Don't ask me. I don't bloody know. But I do know one thing. You're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath.
What?
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death. That you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible and kill yourself if he's not.
Sid,
Don't thank me.
Wow,
Thank
Sid's
God.
a cod chatter.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No birds returning this year.
The Deadlands have swallowed their roosts, like as not. We're running out of time.
We'll be in Rosaria in a day or two.
Back to where it all began. He must be stopped.
Dun dun dun.
Spitting great gouts of fire he was, like a bleeding volcano.
Ever seen a volcano?
What? You think I'm having you on?
Clive! Your friend. She's awake.
Right.
Go to her, you fool. Right, you lot. Enough slacking. Goots, come with me. Gav, go and get those wounds seen to.
Oh, give it to me straight. How long have I got?
So?
All in good time. Let's make ourselves scarce.
Jill.
It's time to make a Jill sandwich.
Let's get this fixed before someone does it.
It's true then. It really is you.
It is.
you're alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria
Supposedly she's dead, but I don't believe it, Zerzion.
was in chaos.
And
The Iron
Gorak, what kind
Kingdom
of
saw
cereal?
our weakness and
And one
pounced
last
on it.
thing before I keep interrupting.
They
I
killed
finally
men,
got the strawberry cheesecake special K. I'll tell you how it is tomorrow.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield, or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened to Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night, the hooded man, he spoke to me. What did he say? We have found you. What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened, and so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, All right.
You'll be needing a change of clothes, then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
I should make ready too.
Yeah, RoboCop is my favorite movie of all time, period. The remake definitely did not hit all the notes that I was hoping it would, but it was okay. There were a couple of ideas in it that I thought were really great, but it was very disappointing overall. Yeah, Dredd was pretty good. I mean, it's kind of hard to compare to the original, though. Come on now, that's a classic.
looking at half a dozen.
They even have a Moogle. I've never seen one in the flesh. I'm sure it said in my father's bestiary that they live deep in the forest, and that they never reveal themselves to humans. Nectar, you say? Clive. So it would seem. That sounds painful.
It's too cute. I can't take it. And Zerzion, that sounds pretty dope. I'll buy that for $1. It's one of the greatest things ever committed to cinema. What's up, Derivative?
Ah, Clive. I trust you're settling in?
Gradually getting used to the place.
I'm glad
Well, now that
to
it's
hear
Saturday, it came out 2 days ago,
I
but
was hoping you might be
very
persuaded
new.
to come to my aid once more. Your services will be rewarded, of course.
I don't doubt it. Seems to be the way around here.
What's up, Chard? Welcome in, buddy.
Better than those we once served. Now, as to the task itself, I am once again in need of a pair of hands to deliver sustenance to our esteemed companions. I have 3 meals for 3 industrious souls. What say you?
I'd be happy to help.
Marvelous. The 3 individuals you'll be seeking out are busying themselves about the hideaway. You'll find one by the entrance, another in the bunks, and the other guarding the cells. Thank you once again, Clive.
We just don't have enough teams to follow every lead.
Ooh, something smells good. For me, I hope.
Yeah, sorry, that was me.
Courtesy of Kenneth.
Oh, my thanks. These birds are needy creatures. They don't like me running after the fat chocobo behind their backs.
They must keep you busy.
Ah, there's never a moment's rest. Probably for the best I eat down here, reeking of the staples as I do. I'd only put people off their food. And who has time to wash and dress for dinner when they've got little darlings like these to wait upon, eh? Anyway, thanks for the food, and be sure to give Kenneth my regards.
Back so soon? Fancied another kip in the cells, did you?
Kenneth sent me. He thought you might be hungry.
He wasn't wrong.
Oh, Shinnick, if I get any more plushies in my house, I think it's going to explode.
Running scared.
Guard duty down here can't be much fun.
It's not. But sometimes folk need locking up, and someone has to watch over them. I help people sleep at night, and that's not a boast many can make. You keep yourself on the right side of these bars now, you hear me?
Gorek, if we ever finally get a plushie here, which is something I've been looking into, it's going to take months and months of work for it to ever actually happen. But I've got an idea, and I think it'll be successful.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for some wild mickleberries.
And there it is. Who up playing with a worm? Gamer Chick, thank you very much. The whole chat thanks you.
Ah, wonderful. Do you hear that? Our food has arrived. Does your appetite still elude you?
Is he sick?
I'm afraid so. Those no longer in need of a Physica's immediate ministrations are sent here for further rest. I tend to those who cannot tend to themselves, which leaves me very little time for anything else. Happily, Kenneth sees that
Toon Man, you beautiful creature, welcome in.
the
Gamer Shake, hope your morning is going well so far. Good to see both of you. We're delivering soup. See, I told everyone we did it yesterday, and people were like, oh no, I missed out on the soup. Well, don't you worry. There is still soup to be delivered. There's always soup.
Isn't the Moogle funny?
Oh, Gamer Chick, look.
I wonder what it's trying to say.
I want one.
Ah, you're back. All done? Wonderful. Here, your reward, as promised.
A big middle finger.
The hideaway's quite something. Everyone has their place.
A fact we are proud of, believe me. I'm glad you've witnessed it for yourself. You have your place too, of course, as you have just so capably proven, and you will always have a place with us, should you desire it.
It's kind of you to say so.
It is the truth, and not a soul among us would deny it. I look forward to all that you will bring to our little community.
They better give me a good rating. I didn't even put my dick in it this time. Yes, look at those little feet. It's a good thing. Hello. Ah, I see we have more soup lovers coming in here. It's a good thing he can fly. This time, look, I needed to stir it up. It's the only thing I had handy at the moment.
See, I'm busy here. What do you want?
What's up, Zeros? Alright. See, I told you if I'd used that wind shard immediately, I would have missed out on getting the Gaia Blade. While common on the southern continent, worship of the land itself as a deity is almost unheard of in Valsthea. That, however, has not stopped the import of fine steel blades blessed by Gaian presbyters, under the claim that they are deadlier and more durable than those forged in the Twins. Oh yeah, I want this. That's a big upgrade.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Let's see what we got here. Got plenty of stuff to craft that, gimme.
No scratches, right?
When worn by a skilled combatant, the twin chains wrapped about these otherwise simple bucklers can be used to ensnare enemy blades, providing the defender with precious moments in which to deliver unhindered counterattacks. It drops our HP a little bit, but if it actually gives you a boost, then please, thank you.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Go and upgrade that.
You can thank me later.
Alright, it takes the same amount of meteorite. So we'll do this.
Not my best work, but it'll do.
Fancy a mug of Kenneth's cold.
It's not purple. Hey, purple and green are my favorite colors, okay? So for me, it works. It works. Hey, you old crone.
What do you want?
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
I'll glance over this. Give me just one moment. Alrighty, Gamer Chick, sounds like a plan. Enjoy the lurkage, and thank you for being here. May the force be with you. Let's see what we got here. Yaha. We done did that. Didn't even have to pay for it. Didn't have to pay for that. Didn't have to pay for that. Residual wind aether that, having failed to dissipate on the battlefield, has instead manifested into a solid form not unlike crystal, but with an elemental purity that renders it far more potent, if not highly specialized in its applications. Nah, whatever.
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
Stop it. Get some help.
Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you was Sid, and she'll help you out.
Oh, she likes his bare chest too?
Understood.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job. No need to make such a fuss. You
What the
take
fuck
care,
is this piece
alright?
of shit?
Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
I'm calling it. Gav wants to smooch us on the lips.
Ready, my lady?
Ready.
Well, if it's a modern game, Moose, it's already going to have an ESRB rating. And the ESRB rating has different categories or different labels, so to speak. Like, you know how it'll be mature, and it'll tell you that it includes violence and gore, foul language, tobacco use, etc. So all of that is implemented into marking your stream immediately. So if you have an ESRB rated game, all that stuff, automatic, boom, done. I just like to say things like dong, booty hole, and we love busting the good old out once in a while, so fuck it. This is where we live now.
You, newcomer, I need help.
I have a name.
What's the matter?
It's my assistant. She left to gather soil, and I've seen nothing of her since. I cannot concentrate one whit for fear of what might have happened. Please, I beg of you, will you go and check? I have to know.
All right, I'll go.
Marvelous. Thank you. You'll be rewarded for your time, of course.
Whereabouts is she?
Gotan's Bales. It's on the outskirts of Lostwig. Not the safest place for an unaccompanied bearer, perhaps, but the soil there is second to none. Now go, and do not linger. Why, it may already be too late.
I mean, I'm on a mission to avenge my brother, and I'm hanging out with the girl that I haven't seen in 13 years that just woke up from a slight coma. But you know what? I'll go check on your dirt-digging fucking loser-ass fucking friend. Yeah, I got you.
Someone's in trouble.
Batman.
Very well.
Sick of Togo. Wake wins. Stay down. Fall.
Decolote, good morning with 2 years of continued support for this glorious stream. I feel moistened. Dr. Fantasy 16. I've had more than that. What's up, buddy? Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Good to see you. Good morning.
Are you hurt?
It would have been worse if you hadn't come along. Wait, I've seen you around the hideaway. You're new, aren't you?
I'm Clive.
And I'm Martel. But what are you doing here?
Looking for you. This is no place for a bearer on her own.
I noticed that. But this soil's not going to collect itself.
Then what if I gathered it for you? You could head back to the hideaway. Just exactly what sort of dirt is it that you need?
What I need is soil. But I'd be a fool to refuse your help after what just happened. It's the good stuff you're looking for. Dark, rich, fragrant. You'll know it when you find it.
Dark, rich, and fragrant. Right. Well, you should hurry back. Bohemil seemed worried enough that he might come looking for you himself.
That seems unlikely, but I won't argue with you. Thanks.
Soil, then. There's certainly enough of it here. But is it dark, rich, and fragrant?
I don't want to do it. Why do I have to do it? This isn't my responsibility. Fuck you. Fucking digging up dirt. I can turn into a fucking fire god. Why? You know what? I love RPGs. Big fan. Just get the dirt. Torgal, dig it up.
That should be enough. I better get it back to the hideaway.
Man, what a upgrade. Get it? What an upgrade. Yeah. Chard, my friend, thank you for chilling out. Enjoy the rest of your evening, get some sleep, and I'll catch you next time, homie. Thank you again for being here.
There you are. And? All safe and sound?
Well, yes, she's standing right there.
Not the girl. The soil. Did you bring it?
Yes. Here.
Glorious! When Martel came home empty-handed, I almost had a fit. But with this, my research can continue. First and foremost come the measurements. I must know how much ether each sample contains. From there...
Wait, so you were never...
Worried about me? Sorry to disappoint you, but the only thing he worries about is his research.
But that's...
That's all right. It's just how he is. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be growing anything in these ruins. It's a small price to pay. Although, you shouldn't have to pay it too. Did he even offer you anything for helping? Ugh. Here. I know it's not much, but it's something, at least. I wish I could offer you some fruit too, but you're not likely to thank me if I do.
I don't know, it won't hurt if you try.
We'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick.
Now, my research can continue. Can really do with a proper place.
Imagine being that girl, you're standing right there, and your boss is like, oh, thank God, the dirt. Yeah, whatever. She's fine. Whatever.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Bran did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You'd get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
Mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
No, you idiot. You're supposed to say afraid I'd never see you again and then kiss her. God, moron.
But I'm here now. Thanks to you. We should press on.
Homecoming. Ooh, I want to be the king.
That inn at the top of the hill must be Martha's Rest.
But before we
The
go,
landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark. If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress. Get it, boy!
yeah, those are the best. You like that?
Look at the fuse on this.
Thursday you did indeed. And look, scorpions. Get over here.
We're not alone.
You know what to do, boy. Stay down.
Yeah, just think about it. You get up, you're about to go out about your business. You walk outside, and you see one of these bad boys in the yard. What do? Do you run to your car? Do you go back in the house and say, fuck it? I guess, I'm never leaving again. Yeah. Get the broom, go shoo, shoo, shoo. It's fine, it's not a Tonberry. You're right. Oh, hello. Good boy. Oh, hello.
It's over. It's over.
They never finished building the bridge then.
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
Oi! Stop and give me an hand. Here, you couldn't give me an hand, could you? Typical. A bloody bearer. Just when I thought my luck had changed. Still, better a crumb of crystal than an empty hand, I suppose. Though it pains me to use another man's branded. Here, you understand me, don't you? I need your help. These blasted birds must have caught a whiff of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. No, it's funny late as it was. I've got something special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
Fine.
That's the spirit. All right. Here. You hand that to the stable master and no one else. I'm owed a little something for it. If he gives it to you, Pass it along to your master by way of thanks. Be off with you then, and don't go taking any detours on the way.
Disappointing.
That's enough.
Ooh, I went on a detour right in front of you. What you gonna do, man? Oh, this looks fun. Help. I appear to be trapped. Torgal? Jill? I don't want to live like this. Help me. I'll give this game credit on something. No stamina bar.
That's one of our branded. Do we take him in?
He's not one of ours. Look.
That's enough. You're finished. It's over. Stay down.
Here we go a-wandering among the grass so green. Here we go a-wandering and killing everything.
Stay down.
When he killed the antelope, or whatever it's called, and he said, "It's over." It seemed like a little overkill, but you know what? I appreciate the enthusiasm. You know, I really don't want to bother you because you took too long to kill.
No holding back.
I agree. I haven't ran away from any fights yet. I wonder how long it takes before they aggro. Okay. 180 yards, the official number. Well, you know, Gorek, since you're part of the party, it seems like we'll always have plenty of brisket. I know you've got a secret stash. Shh, don't tell anyone. Ah, damn it, just ignore that. Well, what about a brasket? You know, a brisket, a brasket, a picnic basket. Isn't that how it goes?
It's over.
You just know that Clive has got to be smelling real right about now.
That's one of our branded.
Good girl. You get some rest now.
Are you the stable master? I was asked to deliver this to you.
This is for me, right enough. Not sure what some bearer's doing bringing it to me, though. Where's that fool of a peddler got to?
He couldn't come himself. His cart's surrounded by wild chocobos.
Huh. Sounds about right. He'll have it full of Gizal greens, no doubt. Crammed with him, if I know him.
Gizal greens?
Chocobos go mad for them, don't they? And if you forget to seal the cart up tight, the smell gets out, and birds come running from miles around. Don't get me wrong. They're a fine investment for a savvy merchant, especially around these parts. But you can't get greedy, as our mutual friend is learning the hard way. Still, I got my wares, and that's all that matters. Be sure to pass your master my regards.
You barely have to step.
Good morning, Avid. Welcome in.
As friendly as Gav claims.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
When he goes to East Pole, leave him in the pot.
It was good, honest work building the aqueduct.
Back when we had...
Excuse me. Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking, and why they have an Imperial bearer with them.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rose area. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me. Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Is that so? Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet. Or it would be, if the bridge hadn't collapsed. A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for weeks. I did ask our carpenter to take a look at it. But he went out on another job, and he hasn't come back.
Do you think something might have...
Well, Gamer Chick, you take care of yourself, get some sleep, and enjoy the rest of your evening, and you know where we'll be next time. Hopefully we'll see you then.
We'll find him.
Good night.
And make sure he's safe. We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to do it.
I see why Sid's got such a soft spot for you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you, and that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
To the marshes, then. Let's find that ladder.
After it.
Here, has this thing always been glowing?
I hear the leathers are due to go. The bridge is down. If you're headed for Eastpool, you'll have to wait.
But I was supposed to be in Eastpool yesterday.
Ha 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 ha.
Where he goes to East.
Here's the gate. And that must be the ladder.
When's that gonna be?
Which staff was for the Golden Stables again?
Oh man, we got scammed. I was hoping she was going to climb down. Fine game. Don't earn your mature rating.
I don't care what your orders are, Brandon. You
Get away from me!
What was that?
It came from under the bridge. Come on.
There he is.
Hold on, we're coming!
That's enough.
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all. You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles when I turn around. I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
We're just glad you're safe.
I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, hey?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away. The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him will go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind, but far enough.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right, and she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed, right? I hear the levies are due to go up.
Do you like that? Oh, there's plenty more of that here.
It was good, honest.
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine, and he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the Founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They'd nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't have a lot to offer in return, but you're welcome to rest here until the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait? Flagon of Imperial Gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill.
Well, AV, it's time for another bag, but maybe a bigger one this time.
I prefer the truth about why there are so few bearers around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer. The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You gave it to the constables then?
Just left it at the garrison, aye. Let them deal with it. Couldn't wait to be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, you weren't my brother, was he?
No. But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
Gross.
Unbelievable, innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings. Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them. Since you're not drinking, do me a favour and take that to the Abbey. There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
And we'll see it at an abbey?
Glademond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrowwise Bay. The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
What are you after? Take care out there, eh?
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son.
Come and have a look, don't be
Fresh
shy.
cuts, fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts.
I knew that children were tested, that a bearer's fate was decided.
Alright,
at birth.
Gorek, go take care of Luna, see what's up.
Best for all concerned. I know. But for a child to be blamed, to be hated by its parents through no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way, did we?
No.
Ooh, what's this? I know that suffering all too well. The constant, reliable sounds and sights that get your dog all excited. Good times, man.
There's the Abbey. What darkness awaits us within, I wonder?
Let's go and see.
A little help. It's over. It's over.
Good day to you. I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Griga go with you?
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
I don't want to die. Please, Father. Something for the pain. I beg you. The light, it fades. I don't want to die alone.
It's all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can, for the time they have left.
He's got the old green hand.
The curse has taken them. All of them.
As it does every bearer forced to use their gift. With each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again and find the happiness denied you in this life.
Thank you, Father.
I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now their final moments may be moments of peace. When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
Now that might be getting too hard.
We should get back to Martha's Rest.
Yes, we should.
It is now a video game. We have Crab.
Stay down.
Yes, Thursday, a crab battle just like ancient Japan. What's up, Carry On? Welcome in. Why, are you saying my hair is messy? Oh, Carry On, I get it. That's nice of you to say.
That's enough. It's over. It's over.
Pug Dog, what's happening, man? Welcome in. How's your evening going? It's the fucking weekend. Doing pretty good, man. Been really enjoying this. It's been a lot of fun. And unlike a lot of people on the internet, I like fun. You know, I learned a lot from those dating videos. It's one thing that people are looking for. People that like to have fun. and I enjoy fun things. I'm a fun guy. I'm not a mushroom.
Where'd you get these turnips? Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see. Come upstairs.
Pug dog, I like the way you think.
So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift.
Raven, welcome back in.
Strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength?
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending. But it's not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now. You got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Man, that Bernard guy,
I
he's a
almost
quick
forgot.
worker.
Sid and I have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us. And know that you will always be welcome here. You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
Sid.
Yeah, what's up, Shockwave?
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to. Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct. But you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Shockwave, that sounds like an excellent evening. I'm glad you decided to come unwind and kick it with us, man.
I knew a girl, back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you. wanted to save her. For a while, I even
Oh, yeah.
But just 'cause
Thank you for that moist lemon sponge. Thanks for the moisture.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old
Shockwave, it's final thronacy.
People forging their own futures. But instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to say, you might as well keep your gob shut. But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate?
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. And I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
And Jill, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust you'll take good care of the boy.
Yes, I will.
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We best head back then. Wouldn't want to keep Nan waiting. Ta-ra then.
Hold on to the night. Hold on to the memories.
I'm a slumbering chocobo. Welcome to the Brotherhood. You're free to come and go as you please, even to the north, now the bridge is fixed.
I really like the way this guy very gently has his hands on his hips. It's a dominant, strong position that lets people know that you mean business. If you've got at least an inch to an inch and a half distance between your hand and your hips, I guarantee you people will not approach you. Hex, that is the only appropriate answer. Thank you for understanding.
Martha said the blight had spread even further south.
Capricorn, you're gonna love it.
More monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
It's over. Get him, boy! Sick of Toggle! Get him, boy! Stay down!
Man, Torgal's got that poppy special. Love it. I guess all of these video game dogs go to the same... Hello. Hello, hello. I don't want to do it. Because you're adorable. But we're doing it. Maybe you'll drop some goods. Well, I was expecting better loot than that, my friend. But don't worry, you will be resurrected when I come back to this area. And the detail on these models is great. He's got a bunch of floppy dongs on his back. Officially the best turtle. Photon, what's happening, homie? Tonight we dine on turtle soup. We could feed for a while on that.
That's enough.
Dun 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 dun, dongs on my shell. What's up, Tonberry? It's not a dong feather, but it'll do. Good morning.
You there, over here.
Over here.
Excuse me, I'll use that blade of yours.
No.
Curse my luck. I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash. Wait. That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marfers, are you?
Sure.
Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you then. Not while there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Made out baked, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
Well, we'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey. We'd made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
All right. I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
Hey, that's what I'm
So there's a lot of
about.
action that happens, AV. What would be considered the screen shake? Now I know obviously the screen shaking, haha, very funny. But is it a certain part of the fight? Is it the end of the fight? Is it certain moves?
Over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He want to know if it's safe to come across. All right, off you go then.
They look hungry, all right. Hungry and mean.
It's over.
Sick of trouble.
Gotta find this Bryce. Let him know the road's safe.
I see what you mean. So when the camera like snaps to really fast, does that mess with you too?
Wonder how long that
You Bryce?
What's it to you, bearer?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves. So I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer slew the entire pack. Then again, if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this side of the bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you? Oh, Frederick! You wily bastard. I'd never thought to pit beast against beast like that. You served us well, bearer. Be sure to pass our thanks to your master.
No, I understand. I would imagine because, you know, like when you're playing an FPS, even if there are a bunch of enemies on screen and there's a lot of action, you're taking in the whole of it constantly. In something like this, you have little icons and things to keep an eye on, see what's coming your way, what enemy is about to attack, etc. So you can be distracted from things differently. I get you.
Look, the windmills. That must be Eastpool.
Ah, Gorek, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Because I know that you've heard me and other people talk about how it's definitely one of the best Mario games, and you finally get a chance to try it out, and it makes you feel sick. I hate that for you. I wish I had a solution, but I know that living with that is just a frustration that's never ending. Yeah, Hex, I like that aspect of his outfit. The little side hip cape. I think it's kind of dope. I want one.
I remember coming here with Lord Murdoch when I was young. Rosaria seemed a very different place back then.
AV, I take it that that's a very common fashion there. Look, here's the thing, and I've mentioned it before. I think that I would love Final Fantasy XIV. I think that I would love it. I used to play MMOs pretty often, but it got to a point where, oh, hello. It got to a point where I was like, I gotta stop doing this. It is taking up all my free time. So I know that if I played that game, it would just be misery for me, and I would sit here for fucking hours. I'd be like, work, who needs that anymore? So yeah. Alright, that was my first time fighting one of those. A little tough. It always sucks fighting something for the first time in this game because you gotta try to learn everything they do, but it's also fun. Plabu, what's up, homie? Yeah, the narrative so far is very great. I mean, I keep saying that I'm pretty early on. I don't know how long the typical playthrough is, but I feel like I'm still pretty early on. I mean, there's so much to find out, and I know there are going to be twists and turns, but I find it very enjoyable. It's exciting. It sounds beautiful. It looks beautiful, and the gameplay is very engaging, intuitive, and once again exciting. I'll use that word again because it's very fitting, but I'm digging it. I understand why it's divisive for people. We had a nice long talk at the beginning of the stream about why some people might hate it, why some people might not want to try it, and I know where they're coming from, but I'm an open-minded person, and my open mind allows me to enjoy things because I like fun, and I'm having fun. Yeah, everybody talks about the story in 14 being just phenomenal. I hear about it all the time. Yeah, I mean, I've always been interested in trying it, but it's tough for me to make that decision. The only thing that I could do, if I got into 14, that's what my stream would be. And boy, talk about alienating people. Except for, like, you two, right?
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all.
Well, I mean, I got taller.
Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
What have the detractors not liked? Hex, there's a lot of things, but you can sum it up with, it's not a turn-based, old-school, crispy-ass game from 40 years ago, that's it.
You must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
We should be delighted.
You know what Admiral Akbar would say? It's a trap!
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes, but oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and
now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah. Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
yes, of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Please, there is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
I'm sorry.
Clive.
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist you rest. We can talk later. Hmm?
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Years of killing. 13 years without the faintest glimmer of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dalmekia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony? When we looked up at the moon?
Kiss her, you idiot, kiss her.
I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us. We should get some rest.
Right.
Good night, Clive.
And the next day, Clive was wondering why his armor was so tight. What's up, Rush?
Thank you, Lady Hannah.
It's going pretty great, man. Oh, we finally get the outfit. Thank God.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Oh, before Elwyn became Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers. These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
They suit you well. Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Yes, thank you. You've been most kind.
No, I should thank you. It may only have been for a short while, but seeing you again took me back to happier times. Fare you well, my lord and lady.
And you, Lady Hannah. If we follow the road to the north, it should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate.
Well, fine. I didn't want to keep my old gear anyway.
Let's go.
No, it instantly upgraded me, but everything is better than what I had before, so it's fine.
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers? Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer. He's not here.
Yeah, you could tell me that was a design for a Belmont, and I'd be like, hell yeah, let's go.
I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
All right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Viceroy stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Hey, hold on a mo. Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with him.
Patrick the chocobo keeper. Thank you. We will.
I'm sorry, Jill. For making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but...
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
That's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself.
I like to read. Oh yeah. Thank you for that moist lemon sponge. Very juicy indeed.
You're bound to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here, we'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
Drink up now.
Still no sign. Could he have strayed even further?
I could go for a late night snack right about now.
Look, there's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry. Company.
We can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
There, boy!
Maybe it was a not so subtle reference to someone's favorite movie.
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition, one which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Yeah, AV, I feel you. I'd like to play with Jill too.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course, but it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half our worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah, after all she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
What's up, Wex? Welcome in, homie.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
Jill, did you have to say that?
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the lad's life force, and problems are all that's left.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful.
Plabu, I'm sure that Sony has something in a contract. If you do an exclusive game for them, you have to use their adaptive triggers for something. So I'm sure that that's probably part of it.
There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive.
It's time to discover the truth.